Hello and welcome everybody to season 1 Women's Ninja Association Finals here at Motus Ninjas. I am Megan Budway. I will be joining you guys behind the screen today, joined by Jen Sanders, who's going to be reffing all of our courses these ladies are going to be taking on here at Motus. We can't believe it. We have come this far. We are already at our first season. Like, it's coming to a close. I can't believe just a year ago Jen and I were like, hey, what if we made this into a league? And here we are. We cannot thank everyone for the support from making this happen. We would not have been able to have our own league without the support of ladies competing, families bringing them, coaches, the gyms that hosted us, all of our incredible sponsors for WNA. We're just very, very appreciative of everything that you guys have helped us put together for our first season. Huge shout out to all of our sponsors for season 1 championships. I'll be talking a lot more about everybody throughout the weekend, throughout the season. But we've got the World Ninja League making this a straight to Worlds qualifier for the top 3 ladies. We've got Ninja Works, the the ultimate and ninja timing systems. They've been such amazing help with them throughout the whole season. We really appreciate everything they've done, bringing us, our timers, our competitor list, our obstacles, making our streams look fantastic and professional. So thank you so much to NinjaWorks and everything they've done for us this season. We also got Ninja Strong, DGS, Full Clear Performance, and Olo coming together to sponsor our championships. Thank you to all of our ninja companies that see our vision here at the WNA and are believing and supporting us. If you have not heard yet, WNA is coming back for a second season. We made this announcement earlier this week. We are looking for host gyms now. Applications are open. We are actually going to be holding 5 qualifiers next season instead of 4. And we are looking for 1 finals gym as well. So if your gym would like to get involved, you can scan that QR code or you can look at the link. It's in our bio on Instagram and on social medias. Fill out our application. Let us know why you should host a WNA. And we will be closing applications in a couple weeks, reviewing, and hopefully reaching out to host gyms very, very soon. All right, we're letting our ladies finish their warm up here. They have 3 courses that they're going to be taking on in order to crown our first kids and mature kids WNA champion. They're going to be taking home that title. They're going to be taking home an awesome trophy and some other swag as well from our sponsors. We're super excited to see everyone out here on the courses. Take a look at our run order here. Again, big shout out to NinjaWorks. We've got all of our kids and mature kids ladies, and we've got their little pictures next to their name, which makes it look even more amazing. We've got 3 kids, and we've got 8, I believe, mature kids that are going to be taking on the course, and it looks like we might actually be getting started with our first runner today, which is going to be Katie. Katie's going to be our first runner on speed. All right, we're going to get started here with our first runner of our finals weekend. It's going to be Katie Shane. We've got 3 kids females, 8 mature kids females taking on this course, and Katie is off, striding her way through on opening statement. We've got a ring slider there and another. It's a little bit of an uphill ring. She's got to get a little more speed into that. She's got to really run into it, slide it, find that dismount. Oh, so close. But she's going to keep going here. She gets to finish out this course. She's going to jump up now to our bar laches. 1 lache there. These are about 4 feet apart for this division. Looking for another one there. Great dismount. She's going to be climbing her way up to our swinging bridges. Straps are in for this division. Those are up a little high, so we want to make sure that they feel as safe and comfy as possible as Katie is walking her way across. She's going to get a little swing going on the swinging bridge here, so she's got to jump up to that dropping cliffhanger. Oh, she's so close to it. She's got to just do a little jump. She should be able to almost reach, almost gets it. Striding now across the Bosus and up that warped wall to hit our Ninja Works buzzer. That is course number 1 here for Katie Shane. Going first is never easy. Someone's got to do it. The run order for these girls was based on their qualifiers, how they place in their qualifiers. So if you got 5th place at your qualifier, you're going to be one of the first runners. If you got if you got 1st place at your qualifier, you're going to be one of the last runners. And we've got Lennon up next, coming out of M Lab, Ohio. Our next kids athlete out of the gate. She's got to really run into this one. Oh, she's going to go for a pullback. All right, I like that method there. Big jump up to the bar. Looking for that swing. She's got that first lache here on link it. Links the dismount just like the obstacle says, running away across to the swaying bridge. She's going to build that swing up, see if she can get to that cliffhanger. A little bit of a swing here for Lennon. Looking, oh, she's almost there. Gets it! We just need the dismount. Lennon's got it, and we are running across the Bosus. Up now onto the finish line, hits that buzzer. There's our smoke, a full clear for Miss Lennon on our stage 1 speed course. Now the rules of this course, if you don't know, this is one of those, you fall and you're done collecting points, but you can continue your course until your time is up. And we've got Elise Hamilton up now, our last kids female runner before we transition over to our mature kids. She's coming out of Apex Ninja Warriors in Houston. She's eyeing it up. All right, and we are at our opening statement out of the gate onto these ring sliders. Those rings are slightly uphill, so it just makes it a little bit trickier than a straightforward slider, but Elise is doing a great job taking a backswing there, getting that dismount on now to these swinging bridges. There we go. These are pretty stable, but they are high up when you're little, so makes it a little scarier. But she's one of our taller ones for the kids, so She doesn't have to swing as much. She can really reach out for that cliffhanger, takes a backswing just to make sure she's got that dismount. She's striding now across the Bosus, looking for that Ninja Works buzzer, and a full clear for Miss Elise on our kids female. Let's look over at our speed leaderboard. That's gonna put Elise in first place. Look at that time difference there in first and second place. Elise with 43.20, Lennon with 43.88 between the two. Wow, now remember, it's gonna come down to a combination of all three of our courses today. And we're gonna switch over real quick. Mature kids are gonna have a slightly altered last obstacle on the speed course. So they're gonna be switching that over. Again, a big shout out to our sponsors this season for everything you guys have done believing in the Women's Ninja Association. If you did not know or you have forgotten, our top three ladies from each division are going to be qualifying straight to WNL Worlds. 4th, 5th, and 6th place will be qualifying directly to their regionals at their home region for WNL. All right, again, taking a look at our leaderboard. The run order does not change across any of these courses. So they're going to stay whoever, so it was, we had Katie, Lynn, and Elise, and that's going to be the same run order for our next couple courses as well for tech and endurance. If you want to host your own WNA Comp for Season 2, we are taking host gym applications. Applications are open and live. We've already had about 5 or 6 gyms apply since Thursday, so big shout out to those of you that have already filled out our application. We're looking for 5 qualifiers, 1 final, 6 gyms total, starting in the fall, ending in the spring of 2027. All right, we've got Charlie up, our first mature kids. My bad, I did not know that we were starting already, but she is speeding out of the gate. Charlie comes from Crescent City. She qualified there at our last qualifier of the season. She is on the swaying bridge now. It's gonna build it up. They do have to throw over to the bar in this X. Makes the throw, just looking for that dismount now. Up the warped wall, a really speedy run from Charlie. She's gonna hit that buzzer at 34 seconds. Great job to Charlie. So they do have that different 5th obstacle. We saw that our kids had a Bosu run. They have Express Yourself as the name, where they're gonna throw from that cliffhanger over to that X. And we've got Lagatha up next. We've seen Lagatha at basically every single female-only competition that we've done. When we started with Ninja Fem at Obstacle Ninja Academy, all the way through WNA at MLab Ohio. And now she's out here in Season 1 finals. Let's see, she's gonna get a little bit of a run into it, looking for that dismount. Oh, so close, just fell backwards off that dismount, but she's gonna get to keep going on this course. Tries linking through the laches, I respect that. especially when you're at a point in the course, you know, you've already failed. You can go for those moves, and I really respect that she went for those links. And it is not over for her either. She does get 2 whole courses to run. Jumps out, gets that cliffhanger, really good swing out of Lagatha. Almost gets that X, and now she's going to be running up the wall here looking for that buzzer. There she goes, climbing up to that finish line, getting that leg up, hitting that buzzer, and a great run for Lagatha. All right, Mabel's going to be our next runner here, coming out of M-Lab. We've got a handful of Gen students out here. It's awesome to see them make the trip out. And she is off, speeding through the beginning of this course. Great links on those laches. No hesitation there going into that swaying bridge, pulling her way across. She's going to build her swing up now. Gets the first one. She's going to build that swing on the cliff. She's got to go into that dropping X. She's going to express herself here. Gets that bar. She's looking now for that dismount. Running up the wall to the finish line. She's just got to get that buzzer, and that's going to be 33 seconds for Mabel. There we go. We can see that's going to put her in first place by 1 second right now, with a handful of girls left to go. We've got Brianna up next. Brianna Moore's coming out of the Grit Ninja. Out of the gate, one of our taller competitors, no hesitation out of her. She is speedy, making her short work of this speed course. Doesn't even use the straps until she gets to the end of those swinging bridges. One swing here. Links the dismount. She's speeding up the wall, looking for that buzzer, and that's going to be a 22-second clear out of Brianna, putting her in first place on our speed course. Insane run out of these girls. We've got a couple left. We've got about 4 mature kids ladies left on this course. Super exciting run. Now remember, they do have 3 courses that they're going to be running today. They got a lot of work ahead of them. This is a good warm-up for them. And now we've got Kirsten up, coming out of Steel City Ninjas. Great work linking through those laches, using the straps to walk her way across. Gonna build that swing up. There she goes. Just gotta jump out to that cliff, build that swing, watch that back swing. Taking another swing here just to make sure she's got the height that she needs to get into that X. Gets that dismount. Running up the wall here, looking for that buzzer. 32 seconds for Kirsten. That's going to put her in second place right now on our speed course. We've got 3 runners left, Spencer, Brayden, and Allie. And Spencer's going to be up next. Spencer is coming to us from Iron Sports in Houston. She qualified at our Crescent City qualifier, our last one of the season. And she is out the gate now, sliding uphill. Great work keeping her legs in front of her. Sets slightly back. Oh, she wanted that link. Is able to span it though. Great save out of Spencer. Running across the boards, building a swing up here. Reaching out. Just looking for that X, taking an extra swing just to be safe. Gets into that bar. Pulling herself to that dismount. She's got a speed now up the wall. Just needs that buzzer. 32 seconds. Even with those extra swings, is going to put her in second place. It's crazy that we've got a 10-second difference right now between our first and second place runners. But we are not done. Got a couple girls left, and that's going to include Miss Brayden Gussack, one of my own students, coached by me and Flip out of South Florida. She qualified first place at Crescent City this season. I love that. I don't see any hesitation out of her right out of the gate. Running through. Jumps right away out to the cliffhanger. See if she can get that. Yes, what a great link dismount there out of Brayden. Speeding up the wall, 20 seconds. Oh my gosh. 20-second speed run out of Brayden, putting her in first place right now.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Body turn around.
We've got a little issue with our camera here.
All the way backwards now.
But Allie's going to be up next. Hopefully we can get her run on here. She's speeding out of the gate. She's already off of that second slider. She's linking her way through the laches, already off of those. She's now pulling her way through the boards. She's going to build that swing up. Great run out of Allie. We've got to make sure, we'll get our camera, don't worry. Links through that X, going up the wall, hitting that buzzer at 24 seconds. That's going to put her in third place coming off of our speed course here. Great job to our ladies. So there you have it. That's course number 1 in the books. They do have 2 courses left that they're going to be running through, a tech course and an endurance course. Our winner is going to be determined by a combination of all 3 of our courses. We've got Brayden in first place for mature kids, Brianna and Allie. And we've got Elise, Lennon, and Katie for our kids as we transition over into our tech course rules. We take a look now at our overall leaderboard here. You're going to be seeing those extra numbers, those zeros are going to be filled in by our other course throughout the weekends, throughout the day. That these girls, they got a lot of work ahead of them today with 3 whole courses. But that was a super fun, almost like a way to get them warmed up on that speed course. But what's going to happen is the girls are looking for that lowest place total. So the combined score. So let's say we've got Brayden. Let's say she gets first on speed, second on tech, and first on endurance. That'll get her a total of 4 points. But let's say Brianna is, her combined score is also somehow 4 points. There's a lot of different ways that we can add these up. Whoever has the top placement on endurance, that's going to be the tiebreaker as well if we do need a tiebreaker this weekend. But they want that lowest place total that they can get overall between the 3 courses this weekend. I want to give another big shout out to our Season 1 championship sponsors, to the World Ninja League, the premier obstacle league for ninja competitions. Their mission is to grow into a properly regulated sport for athletes from recreational all the way up to a professional level. Thanks to them, this is a straight to Worlds qualifier. The top 3 ladies in each division are going to earn qualification straight to Season 11 World Championships. And the 4th through 6th place athletes are going to be qualifying to their respective home region for this season regionals as well. I want to give another shout out to our sponsor, NinjaWorks. NinjaWorks is the premier timing and competition system used daily in ninja gyms for classes, training, competitions, and events with timers, buzzers, lights, and cloud-based competition management. It's fully modular and expandable from birthday parties to pro-level competitions, even to the WNA, trusted by pro ninjas everywhere and really, really trusted by the Women's Ninja Association. NinjaWorks keeps every course running smooth and exciting. You saw that smoke as well. That's another feature for NinjaWorks. Big a shout out to them. All right, like I said, our run order is going to be staying the same. They're just doing a couple of block adjustments here before they walk the girls again. Go over the rules of obstacles in our tech course. There's going to be 10 obstacles total in our tech course. We've got quad step queen, bar flow, ring on it, Missouri Mambo, perfect precision, stronghold has heart, trust the timing, drop zone, now you see it, and flying spider is going to finish off a long techie course. If you guys are watching at home, let me know what your favorite style of course is, and if it's tech, why that's an incorrect answer, because tech is my least favorite course. Most people actually love tech. I would say tech is probably the most popular course, but for me personally, I'm not a tech fan, I'm an endurance fan. But I just love that we get all three course styles for our girls to take on, and it's gonna be a combination of all three together, so whoever's the all-around athlete. All right, like I said, they're going to be walking through rules here shortly, so we'll be right back. I'd say in about 10 minutes or so we will be back with our tech course, so don't go anywhere.
sorry, man. I wasn't laughing at you. We were just talking about somebody tripping right there.
All right, guys, welcome back to our season 1 finals. We just saw our kids and mature kids run their speed course, and they had a walk through for their tech course rules, and now they're taking a chance to walk through with their coach, make their plans on the course before we get Katie back onto our tech course. We've got 10 obstacles out here. One of the obstacles that you guys are going to see, which is our 6th obstacle, Stronghold has heart. Stronghold, or Ninja Strong has heart. I gotta fix that one there. Ninja Strong is one of our sponsors here. We're super excited to have them out here. They've reached out immediately and were like, how can we be part of this? They sent a heart obstacle for our tech course that you're going to see momentarily.
Oh. That sounds horrible.
I just got up and kept running, and then later on in the day, Darren was like, "You're limping, bro." I was like, "I didn't."
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so. Okay, yeah, the rollers, yeah, yeah.
She dissed my. I was going to chocolate and going right.
There we go. I fixed that. Fix that. Anyway, Ninja Strong designs and manufactures professional grade obstacles trusted by some of the nation's top ninjas. From training gyms to backyard setups, their mission is to inspire and equip the next generation of ninjas through innovative obstacle design, community engagement, and a relentless commitment to strength, grit, and determination. I know that down in South Florida, that Flip and I are really, really big fans of Ninja Strong and the obstacles that they have created. So big shout out to Ninja Strong, sending us that heart obstacle that you're going to see in this course momentarily, and as well as sponsoring some prize money for our elite athletes.
Okay, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, that's awesome. Where is that at? Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, my sister's down there in Katy. Mm-hmm. Power Ninja? Cool. Yeah. Okay, okay. It's huge. That's cool. Yeah, I'll tell my sister and my niece about that. Oh, I couldn't tell you square footage. I don't know.
Taking a look back at our overall leaderboard. After that speed course going into our second round, we've got Brayden in first place, followed by Brianna and then Allie for our mature kids. We've got Elise in first place, followed by Lennon, and then Katie for our kids division.
Well, and in Houston, man, you're driving too. Yeah. No, I only drove a little bit in Houston. I was down there with my sister, and it's not fun. Yeah, and still be in the same town. Yeah.
If your gym would like to apply to host a Women's Ninja Association qualifier or our finals for season number 2, we are coming back for another season starting this fall 2026. We're looking for 5 qualifier locations. Hopefully we can spread it out a little bit around the country. We started our first season in the Southeast, or just in the East Coast in general, to kind of get our feelers out there, get a season under our belt. Jen and I have had a lot of learning this year running a league. Now we're hoping to expand a little bit further out around the U.S. So if your gym would like to apply anywhere in the country, feel free to scan that QR code. You can go to our social medias. The links are there as well. Fill out our application. We'll be closing applications in just a few weeks, and hopefully we will be reaching out to gyms soon after that.
Really swing, like, it's counterintuitive, but if you go at that angle, then you can swing a little bit more because you can't swing with the disc behind you. disc a little early. If you come off the disc a little early, then you can catch the trapeze by the side and then just pull through and go. It's all for fun anyway, huh? There you go.
I usually coach like my shooting.
Okay, very good. Nice. Well, and this is cool to have all the.
We just heard we've got 4 minutes until our first runner. So at 9 o'clock our time, we're gonna have Katie on the tech course. So 4 more minutes till our first runner. I'll give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Full Clear Performance. Inspired by a 12-year-old girl with big goals, built for athletes of every age who refuse to settle. Full Clear Performance is about discipline, resilience, and having fun while chasing what you're capable of. From first steps to elite stages, they fuel the work behind the dream with naturally powered honey sticks, performance products such as socks. We got great sweatshirts, shirts. I think I have every single one of these things I'm mentioning in my wardrobe now. They're designed for the grind. Train hard, stay focused, and go full clear. And that's a shout out to one of my students in South Florida, Haven, and her family. You'll see Haven running later. They gave all of our athletes honey sticks before their run in case they needed some fuel to fuel themselves up. And we're going to be seeing her later in the preteen division. So thank you to Haven and Full Clear Performance for supporting the Women's Ninja Association finals.
Yeah, because nothing wrong with it lasting a little bit longer.
She's never done this move. I told her to shay up high, so when you're coming down, you can throw your hand and land it.
Right.
But it's only until you have to shay.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm right here.
Oh yeah, they're strategizing now.
You go. We're good. Dude. Now we're game.
And this is a fun one too to unhook.
I'm only worried about the heart.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, you really got to keep your legs up when you're dropping. And it's just that extra core strength too.
Get off the floor. Hey, you guys want to make sure everything's reset? Ready?
Yes.
Excited?
Yes.
You gonna have fun? All right.
Very good. You got this.
So you guys check everything after you shot. All right, if we can get Megan and Elise over here, ready to roll.
All right, we've got our first runner up for tech. This is going to be Katie Shane taking on the course. Already through our first obstacle. Katie is 7 years old. She comes out of Maximum Effort Training Studio. She's been training for a year. 1 year of training, and she is at the Women's Ninja Association finals. Looking great on our tech course. Now, our tech course does have retries. We love our retries here at the Women's Ninja Association. Every obstacle, they get 3 tries on each obstacle. The time will pause as they reset, and hopefully they can get through it in one of those tries. And Katie is on to obstacle 3, ring on it. She's got to bring that ring with her over to that next hook, and she's going to look for that dismount, and she's got it. Great job to Katie. Moving on to Missouri Mambo. She's got to carry that claw with her across the steps and jump out with that claw to that ring. That's a big jump there for Katie. She's eyeing it up. Looks like she's deciding one hand or two hands. She gets it, though. She's got to take a little extra swing here, make sure she gets to that dismount. Great job from Katie. Outside of Ninja, Katie also plays lacrosse. Her favorite obstacle is laches, throwing to cliffhangers, and boot scoots. Those are some solid choices for obstacles. Boot scoots are so much fun. We are on to the perfect precision. Oh, it's got to get a little bit more of a swing. Our time's going to pause. You can see those are kind of like slots there. They're turned differently, and you got a lache from one set of slots to the next. Just got to get a really big swing here. She can get a little bit more there. She can get a big backswing. Oh, so close. Time pauses. If they do end up taking 3 tries on an obstacle, they can continue running. However, they will not be collecting any more points, and Katie is building that. We just need a little bit more swing, a little bit more power out of Katie. She got her hand in it that time. And unfortunately, that's going to end her collecting points, but she does get to continue for the rest of her run. We're going to be using Donovan out there as a step stool. Donovan's one of our course designers here at Motus. Between Donovan and TJ, big shout out to them for hosting us, all the work that they put into it. Katie is going now across the Ninja Strong Has Heart obstacle. There she goes. There's a ring there she can reach out to. And there's another bar. She's going to build that swing up. She's got to reach to the next bar. Great job. Katie is pushing through this obstacle. And there we have our Ninja Strong Heart. She's going to reach her hands anywhere in that heart. And it is going to drop down to the block, and she makes it. Good job. Some of Katie's ninja accomplishments. She placed 2nd at Midwest All-Stars for Tier 2. And she says qualifying for WNA Finals was a really big accomplishment for her. We're so glad that you are here, Katie, representing our kids division, being part of the Women's Ninja Association. As you eye up this jump out to that spinning disc, almost gets it. And she's going to finish her run up there. Great job out of Katie. Making it all the way to the Missouri Mambo. Or through the Missouri Mambo. Into those precision. Just taking her out there. Precision obstacles are definitely tricky and techy, and that's what this course is. And Lennon's going to be our next runner for tech. Again, big shout out to Donovan and TJ. It's definitely not an easy task designing 3 courses, but they were up for the challenge here at Motus. And we appreciate them as Lennon is now taking on our tech course. Lennon is 7 years old on the M Lab Ohio team. Jen is one of her coaches out there. She's been training for 2 years. Linking the dismount off the bar laches. Lennon's running over to ring on it. Try not to get too much of a backswing. We don't want that ring to come off on that backswing. Unhooks it. Links the dismount. Running over to Missouri Mambo. Outside of Ninja, Lennon also plays soccer, and she does gymnastics, and she likes to run. Just misses the jump there. We're going to reset this obstacle. Got to make sure that ring is steady. She gets another try here. I think she just needs to kind of pull the hook back a little bit more. She's eyeing it. There she goes. Gets it her 2nd try. That's why we like the retry system. On and off of there, and Lennon is on to perfect precision. You see we've got slots there for their hands. They've got to go, they're different angles. So those two are straight, and then if you look at the next two, they're slightly turned. Oh, she just missed her left hand on there. Her right hand was in. Her left hand was not quite there, but we're going to start our timer again because this obstacle does not need to be reset, and she's going to get another shot here. Oh, she had her hands on there that time, but peeled out on the front swing. Lennon's going to get another try. This is our last try on the perfect precision. Come on, Lennon, we believe in you. Big swing, pop those hips. No! Hands just slide out from the perfect precision. But she's going to keep going. Jumping out to that bar on our Ninja Strong lane. Lennon said she came in second place at regionals last year, and she loved that her mom and both of them got to compete in WNL together last year. So that's awesome that Lennon and her mom both do Ninja together. I think we saw her mom compete back at Dexterity Depot. And on and off that one, we're going to move on to our disc obstacle. Just climbing up on that cat grab. She's going to jump out. We've got a spinning disc, a trapeze, and another spinning disc. Oh, very close. She tried to go right away. She wants to try that one again. I like it. She's going to jump out again. She gets it on her second try to the dismount. She's going to run across onto the trampoline, to the ring. There she goes. All right. We've got about 25 seconds on the clock for Lennon. It's going to make her way to now you see it. The kids just have trapeze throws, but you're going to see the mature kids later. They're going to have to move that pipe out of the way to catch the bar. And our final obstacle with 10 seconds left is going to be our flying spider. That first bar it does wiggle a little bit, but it is on straps. Just jumping out to our swinging flying bar. We're going to let her finish that one out. Great jumps out of Lennon, on and off, and that's going to do it for our tech run out of Lennon. It's going to put her in first place, and if we look at that overall leaderboard, that's going to put her in first place overall as well for the kids division with one runner left, which is going to be Miss Elise. All right, we've got our final runner of the kids division on course number 2 of the weekend. Elise is stepping up to the starting platform. We're making sure that our course is reset. They're testing the volume here right now for the NinjaWorks timer, making sure that we can actually hear it as they're on the course. I'm going to take a moment now to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Olo. Olo strives to make the world's best footwear for parkour, ninja warrior, and world chase tag and other movement sports, and to bring it to market in ways that raise awareness of sports and inspire participation. Olo is one of our in-kind sponsors. They actually donated for our elite podium. Each of our ladies on the elite podium is going to get a free pair of Olos. So big shout out to another one of our amazing sponsors this weekend. And Elise is off on the quad step queen, stepping her way through to that platform. Moving on to bar flow. Elise is 8 years old. She's coming out of Apex Ninja Warriors in Houston. She's been training ninja for 2 years, looking for that dismount, skipping that last bar. On to obstacle number 3. They're going to have to unhook that ring in their backswing, take it with them. Elise is our tallest athlete in the kids division, giving her a little bit of an advantage on those reaches, and she's going to use it. Heading to the back of our course, she's going to look. She's almost able. She actually might be able to. She is. Oh, I think she's able to reach out. Almost able to reach it. She might have to do a little bit of a jump here. The angle is a little weird for that claw, but she does not want to. There she goes. Patience is key. She gets that claw in there, and she is off to perfect precision. Some of Elisa's ninja accomplishments: she got 6th place at UNA finals, and she also got 3rd place at Texas Ninja League finals. Misses that first throw. Gonna go for it again. She does have a little bit of a reach advantage. Hopefully she can really build that swing up. Oh, she gets one more try here. This is our finals. We did want to challenge the ladies a little bit, but we also were hoping to get them a little deeper. So come on, Elise, you can get it. Yes, gets the first one. Build it up. Stay with it, Elise. No, just misses her right hand on the second throw. And that's going to do it for Elisa's run, but she can keep going on the course, and she's going to get onto our Ninja Strong Has Heart obstacle. Reaching her way out, she's going to shimmy across these bars. When she gets to the end, she can reach out to a ring that's going to take her across to the other set of bars. Elise is also an honor roll student, so not just an incredible athlete, also doing incredible in school as well. We love to see it. Elise reaching out for that Ninja Strong Heart, dropping down to that dismount, and she's going to go on to trust the timing. That's one thing about spinning disc obstacles. You really have to have that perfect timing as you are spinning around the outside. She's eyeing up the jump from our little cat grab there, jumping out, spinning around. She's got to reach out to a trapeze bar here. Again, it's all about timing on this obstacle. This is one of those where you kind of want to like reach out from the, you got to jump off the cat grab, spin around, and go basically right away. And Elise is going to go on to drop zone, building up that swing. Gets it. On to now you see it. 2 obstacles left. She's got 10 seconds on the clock. Let's see if we can get her through these trapeze bar laches.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, peels off that second trapeze bar.
That was a good try.
Laying on the mat. She looks a little tired out there. Great run to Elise for our kids division. We look at our tech leaderboard. That's going to give her a first place run by a few milliseconds. Wow. That's going to get her first place overall as well, going into our final round of endurance.
Did you guys hear that?
Incredible job out of Elise. Way to stick with it. Way to get that tech win. Just barely. Yeah, she really had to race linen for that one. Let's look over at our run order now. We've got our mature kids ladies up next. We've got 8 of them to take on the tech course. Going into our tech course, Brayden sitting in first, followed by Brianna, and then Allie. We're doing a little testing of our NinjaWorks timer to make sure that we can actually hear the timer from the floor so the ladies know, if they have to pause or they can keep going. They hear that countdown on the obstacle, making sure that we can hear it. I don't know if you guys have been to Motus, but when I walked into this gym, I was blown away by the size of this gym. Jen and I immediately took our phones out and just started recording because the way that they have this gym set, the way they utilize the space, the amount of space that they have here at Motus is absolutely incredible.
Oh, okay, nice.
Our final sponsor I want to give a shout out to today is going to be DGS. DGS Ninja has been building high quality Ninja Warrior equipment since 2016, combining decades of sports equipment expertise with innovation from top pro athletes. Trusted by major leagues and designed for all skill levels, their obstacles are safe, durable, and built to elevate training from first steps to championship runs. And even here at the WNA, big shout out to DGS. They provided us some gift cards for podiums, so we're very grateful to them. Thank you so much for believing in the Women's Ninja Association and being a Season 1 final sponsor.
We can get Lagatha and Mabel.
All right, we are getting started now with our mature kids division. Charlie's going to be our first runner on the tech course. We saw her earlier on speed. She's getting some last minute clarification before she steps into course number 2 of the weekend. That clock is much louder now. We can hear it all the way through this big gym. Charlie Marie is 10 years old. She's coming out of Crescent City Ninja Academy in Louisiana. Making her way across, putting a ring on it. She's been training for 3 years, and you can spot her on Instagram as charchar0120 if you want to check out her ninja training. Stepping her way through, making quick pace of this course. Barely a minute in, and she's already on to perfect precision, and hopefully we can get some of these mature kids, ladies, through this obstacle. Big jump out to that first one. She's got to turn her hands. Great backswing. Good float out of Charlie Marie. Oh my gosh, what a save. Her hand slipped out of one side. She was able to hold, no, and just missed the last one. She just needed the dismount off that obstacle, man. She does get 2 more tries. She knows what it feels like now. This one's definitely a techie obstacle. It is our tech course, though. They do get extra tries.
Yeah, come on.
Gets it. Looking for the next one. Gets the next one. Come on, Charlie. Yes! She's got to use those rings to pull herself to the dismount. She can get her hands on the truss if she needs. Great work out of Charlie Marie, clearing our perfect precision and moving on to Ninja Strong Has Heart. Making her way through. She's got to reach out to that heart. Gets it, no problem. On to trust the timing. Got to time the spin around on these spinning discs to reach out to that trapeze bar. Charlie Marie has been training for 3 years. She also does non-competitive cheerleading outside of Ninja, so lots of body awareness sports. That was a good, for that, I think the best choice is going to be to drop and use one of your retries. When you're jumping off of that cat grab, that platform, it's almost good to jump past the disc and try to grab that trapeze bar on your very first spin around. That's the most success that we had with this obstacle while we were testing it. Reach now, gets it. All right, she's got to build her swing up. There she goes. Onto that trapeze bar. Same thing, she's got to go around the outside of this disc, and if she can go right away to that dismount. Great job, Charlie Marie. 41 seconds on the clock, a couple obstacles left. Charlie Marie is the Figment Ninja because her family loves to go to Disney World. She's got those Figment socks on. 29 seconds on the clock here. This is a tricky one here. They've got to move that bar. Oh, the PVC out of the way. It looks like she just missed with her first hand. Instead of sliding it, she kind of spun it. So this is one where you definitely want a lot of air time. If you can lead out, because they have a trapeze bar, if she can lead out a little bit with whatever hand she feels most comfortable with. Yes, Charlie Marie, she gets it on her second try. She's got 9 seconds to get to that dismount. Amazing run out of Charlie Marie. 2 seconds on the clock. And that's going to do it for Charlie Marie's run. Wow. Way to push through. Way to use those retries. Incredible job. I'm impressed by that run. That's going to be a hard one to follow. She really fought through, used those retries to get 9 obstacles under her belt. Amazing work. We're going to see Charlie Marie later, running our endurance course as well. Great job. We're moving on now to Lagatha. Lagatha is 9 years old, trains at Maximum Effort Training Studio in New York. You can check her out on social media as D-A, Fly Monkey Ninja. All one word, the Fly Monkey Ninja. She's been training for 6 years. Good reach out to that ring. Obstacle to the back. I like that. That's actually going to get her closer to the platform. That was a really smart move there. To the Missouri Mambo. We've had some fun mishaps this weekend of people being at the wrong location. I don't know U.S. geography very well outside of my little southeast bubble, so we had Renata from Ninja Works tell us that she was in Kansas, and we were like, what are you doing in Kansas? We're in Kansas City. Well, she went to the other motive, not the Missouri location. Lagatha gets that first throw, no problem, on the perfect precision. Oh, hands were too low on the second one. We need her to float a little bit more so she can really get her hands all the way into those slots. Because if your hands aren't fully in there, it's going to be hard to hold on to. Building that swing up, gets that first throw. You can see her fingers, though. She really needs to make sure she gets them all the way inside. Floats out. No, misses the side on the second. Oh, I think that was her left hand on that one. She's getting some advice there from our coach. Attempt number 3, come on. Shaking out her hands. She's got plenty of time on the clock. She knows this is her last shot, though, so she's got to get it this time. Gets the first throw. She's got to turn the hands opposite, which is what makes this one weird. Leads out that time. Great lead out. We've got one more. Come on, Lagatha. Looking for that precision. No, and just misses her hand and flops off the side. But she's going to climb up now to our Ninja Strong lane. Lagatha enjoys swimming, ice skating, and rollerblading outside of Ninja. And this is her 3rd year competing in all girls competitions. We've seen her at Ninja Film. We saw her at WNA at MLab, but we've seen her at a qualifiers this season. Now we see her at WNA finals. Thank you to Lagatha and her family for supporting all of our women's comps and our vision. Her family vacations are based on new ninja gyms that she would like to check out. That's awesome. What a supportive family, and what a fun way to do vacation and get to tour all the different ninja gyms around the country. And now she gets to be here at Motus, another great location to check out. She says roller coaster is her favorite obstacle, and as for her least favorite obstacle, she has never seen an obstacle that she doesn't like. That's a great attitude. I love that. She's looking to jump out now to that spinning disc, grabs it, gets that trapeze right away. She's gonna almost monkeys out to that next spinning disc. We've got that Ninja Works timer counting down. Almost gets the dismount. We've got 2 seconds on the clock. She's gonna jump out to that ring. And that's gonna do it for Lagatha's run. Great work. Puts her in 2nd place on tech, and that's going to put her in 8th place overall. Mabel Ruby is up, 9 years old, out of MLab, Ohio, training for 3 years. Really good hips back on these bars, pulling through that last one to the dismount. She also plays volleyball. She is a wrestler, and she just loves being a kid. That's what I love about Ninja. It kind of just like lets you be a kid. You're literally like on a playground doing a sport, and that's so much fun. She is already to our perfect precision. All right, let's see what she's got on these special deliveries here. Building that swing up. Great lead. I love the 1-2 tech on this obstacle. Really make sure you've got your hands into those slots, and Mabel's looking strong. She just needs one more throw on these precision. Gets it. Just needs those rings to the dismount. Wow, Mabel made short work out of those precision catches. Great job. Last year, Mabel cleared stage 1 and 2 at WNL Worlds. She took 1st place at her first NSC Youth Comp last season, too. She's working on 7-foot bar laches consistently. She loves ninja conditioning, and she does pull-ups every time she passes her pull-up bar at home. She is a determined athlete out here. She is on and off our heart obstacle onto trust the timing. Reaches right away. She's looking really calm and in control. Easy work. Her favorite obstacles are canes, rings, and linking laches. Her least favorite, flying bar, bar hops. I might have to agree with you on that one, Miss Mabel. 1:42 on the clock, 2 obstacles left. This is definitely a weird obstacle if you've never done something like this. We're seeing a lot of these obstacles show up where you have to move something, catch something, bring something mid-air. So you have to give yourself enough height in the air to make that push to reveal the bar, and she just doesn't quite push it hard enough. It kind of looked like she was trying to grab the end of the pipe and slide it over. I think you just want to trust to place your hand in the middle and slide it, but also you want to make sure it doesn't spin your hand off of it while you are sliding it over. She's got attempt number 2. She's good. Her hand is okay. She's on the tape, but she's not past the tape, and we're going to give it to her. Great job, Mabel. 1 obstacle left, 1 minute remaining on the clock. She's eyeing up her least favorite obstacle here, which is bar hops. Mabel says she is inspired by Taylor Green, another phenomenal female athlete on this flying spider now. She's got to unhook this bar in her backswing, a little deja vu move here. Up and out to the dismount, and a full clear for Miss Mabel Ruby. Incredible job. That's going to put her in first place on tech and 3rd place overall. Wow, great job out of Mabel. We love to see it. She gets the smoke at the end on that Ninja Works buzzer. Way to fight through that course. We're moving on now to our next runner, Brianna Moore. 9 years old, trains at the Grit Ninja in New York. You can see her on Instagram. She is Killa_B_Ninja. See all the moves. She's out here killing this course too. Great swing through. She's been training for 3 years in Ninja. She also plays basketball and soccer. Well-rounded athlete here. A minute in and already on to perfect precision. Let's see what kind of tech she goes. Great swing there, good backswing. Leads out with 1 hand, making sure she gets it comfortably in the slot. Same tech. I really think that's the best tech for this, when you have to do precision with 2 hands like that, and she gets through it no problem. She's got to pull herself up to that platform. We're on to the Ninja Strong Has Heart lane. Gibbons her way across the bar. She's going to use that ring to pull her over to the next one. Dropping down. Already on to trust the timing with over 2 minutes left in her course. She is blazing through. Makes the dismount. Drop zone. This one, I think she has a little bit of a disadvantage being taller because she's kicking that trampoline in her backswing. I'm sure we've seen Brianna on many obstacles like this one before. Great, gets it her first try. Her favorite obstacles are cliffhangers and boot scoot, and also a least favorite flying bar, which she is on a version of that obstacle here. But she is making it look easy. As Brianna is building her swing up, she's got to go out to that deja vu bar. Has to unhook it in her backswing. Get a big enough swing to take her. Oh, that's going to drop her. She's going to have to swing and unhook it here. Looks like she's trying to almost do like a salmon ladder kip, but she's got to trust it on her backswing. Hopefully she's getting some advice here from a coach. Backswing, Brianna. We got to do it on our backswing here. Oh, it just went back in the hooks.
Pull it out. Come on.
Oh, she's struggling. That's okay, though. She's got to go back to the beginning of the obstacle there. She's going to take a fall on that, which is probably a good decision because the retries do not count against their final score. She's going to regroup herself here and figure out the way she wants to attack it. Those hooks are interesting. You really have to go up and back. Right here, she goes now. Oh, she's got to pull it back. There she goes. Gets it to the buzzer. Way to stick with it, Brianna. 2 minutes and 59-second clear. That's going to put her in second place on tech and first place overall. Way to stick with it. Way to fight. Again, that's why we love our retries. It allows the girls an opportunity to kind of reset their focus there, to not give up and to fight their way through the course, and that was a fantastic run. We've got 4 mature kids athletes left. Kirsten is up next on the course. Kirsten is 10 years old. She comes out of Steel City Ninja in Pennsylvania. She's been training for a year and a half. Making her way through. Kirsten made stage 3 in her first ever WNL Worlds. Wow, that's impressive. Oh, just misses the ring there. Little flop. That's okay. She gets another try. Her course is not over. This is definitely an obstacle where being taller is an advantage because our tall girls can just kind of like reach out to it. But Kirsten gets it no problem, pushing off that platform just to make sure she's got that dismount and moving on to perfect precision. I want to give a shout out. You saw a glimpse there. Our photographer, Cal Tran, a really good friend of mine. And whoa, what a save! Got her, Kirsten. She's got it. Good friend of mine. A coach at Motus, fantastic ninja, amazing photographer, capturing all our moments out here. You can check him out on Instagram, captured by Cal Tran. Grateful for him. This morning alone, he's already taken 1,000 pictures. If that tells you anything, and Kirsten is on and off that obstacle. Moving on to Ninja Strong has heart. Pulling her way through. Gonna reach anywhere into that Ninja Strong heart. Dropping down to the platform. On to trust the timing. Trust that jump off of the cat grab. Trust the grab of the trapeze bar right there. Great work. Kirsten gets it right away. Kirsten likes to fly, as in Lachey's, but also dislikes flying bar. That seems to be a popular opinion of the WNA athletes here. She's got 1:35 on the clock, shaking out her hands. She's got to get enough height to push that pipe out of the way. Gets it. Links the dismount, 1:20 on the clock. Jumping out to that flying bar. Links the dismount. Almost knocks that over, but she is okay. She's got a lâché over to that deja vu bar. Great swing there. Now let's see if we can pop this bar out at the right time. There it goes. Takes her right to the dismount and a 2-minute and 33-second clear for Miss Kirsten. That's going to be a first place tech run. And that's going to put her in second place on our overall leaderboard. Great job out of Kirsten. We've got a couple runners left. We've got 3 runners of our mature kids on tech before we transition to our final course of the weekend for these ladies. Spencer is going to be our next runner. Spencer is 10 years old, coming out of Iron Sports in Houston. You can check her out on Instagram as SpiderSpence_ninja. SpiderSpence, I like that. SpiderSpence is making her way across already onto Ring on It. She's been training for 2 years, and she's also a competitive swimmer. I love seeing the combination of sports that athletes in ninja do, because a lot of people don't just do ninja. Chalking up before our perfect precision. Her arms might be long enough to monkey this. I know we were talking about in rules not allowing anyone to do that. They had to make the lâché. Spencer's got that last one. She's going with that two-hand tech, not even leading out, is able to reach to that second ring, and she is out of there. Onto Ninja Strong has heart. Spencer says to her that the Women's Ninja Association, what it means to her, it makes her feel more confident as an athlete, being surrounded by strong female competitors. We're so glad to have you out here this weekend, Spencer. Swinging her way to the dismount. 2:10 on the clock. Going to trust the timing. Jump out and around. Reaches right away. Got a long reach there. She's got to build that swing up the direction she wants to go. Pulls to the dismount. Onto drop zone. You can see she definitely wanted to link that, but takes the swing just to make sure she gets over to that dismount. On to Now You See It. 1:40 on the clock. Big jump out. She's got to push that PVC to the side to reveal the bar that she can grab. Oh, it doesn't quite slide as far as she wants. She actually ends up putting her hands on it. And it spins her off, but she does get 2 more tries on this obstacle. All right, attempt number 2 here for Spencer. She's going to swing out. She knows what it feels like now. She's got to slide it there. Whoa! Wow! She had one hand on the bar and one hand on the PVC and was still able to hang on, and she gets her way through. A minute left on the clock. Onto the final obstacle, our flying spider. Just taking a little break, letting her, she's resting on that block. That is okay. Her time is ticking away, though, on our Ninja Works timer. She's got to lâcher off of that first swinging flying bar to our Deja Vu bar. She's got to pop this out on her backswing. Let's see if she's got it. Up and out. Gets the dismount and a full clear at 2 minutes and 49 seconds for Spencer. That is a second place tech course run. That is a second place overall on our leaderboard with 2 more runners left in our Mature Kids division. Great job, Spencer.
She did keep moving it. She kept moving it.
All right. We've got Braden Gussack up next. Braden was our fastest time on the speed course. Let's see if she can put up another fast time here on tech. Making it over. She's 11 years old. She's been training for 5 years. She trains in South Florida with myself and Coach Flip Rodriguez. Outside of Ninja, Braden plays golf, basketball, and soccer. And she placed 3rd place in the all grip for girls last year in the WNL Worlds. That's impressive. Oh, she's a little far back. Hopefully she can make an adjustment on the next one. She gets her hands in, though. No problem there for Braden. Eyeing up that last precision. Gets her hands in. She's got to reach out now for those rings. Pulling her way up. Making short work of this course. Braden reaching out to the Ninja Strong has heart. Her ninja nickname is Bravery. You'll see Bravery on the back of that shirt that she's rocking today. Making her way around. Trust the timing. We do a lot of spinning disc tech. Wow, going right away. I love, personally, as Braden's coach, to see her attacking these courses today. Linking through, no problem. No hesitation out of Braden. We've been working so hard on her for that, and I love to see that come to life. All right, let's see if we can get this one. Oh, just slides off. She just didn't push it quite far enough over to the side, but she's going to get another attempt. I think if she can just push it a little bit more, she's got that no problem. Attempt number 2. Yes, she's good. Oh, I lied. She's not. She did have her hand on the other side of that tape. She's got it, though. She still has so much time left on the clock. Come on, Brayden. Get enough height here. Leading out. There it is! Great job to Brayden, linking through that dismount. One obstacle left. She does say that flying bar is her favorite type of obstacle. So hopefully we can see her fly through the flying spider here. She's been working really hard on flying bars. She's got this last obstacle here, 1:20 on the clock. Getting that dismount over to the buzzer. I'm pretty sure that is our fastest time of our tech course. 2 minutes and 12 seconds, even with the retries on that PVC obstacle, putting her in first place overall for the mature kids. Amazing run, Miss Brayden. Love to see you giving me no hesitation on this course, girl. I just love to see you shining out here. That's amazing. Our last runner for the Mature Kids Tech course is going to be Miss Allie Shane. Allie is 10 years old, coming out of Maximum Effort Training Studio. Shout out to Max Effort. They have a lot of athletes out here this weekend. Thank you for your support in the WNA. You can see her on Instagram at Allie_Lats. She's been training for 3 years of ninja and looking like totally confident and calm out here. Jump out. Pulls right away to the dismount. Great job, Allie. Outside of ninja, Allie also plays lacrosse, and she is a cross-country runner. More power to you, Allie. I wish that I had... Oh, interesting. She went inside on that one. Okay. I like that tech. Oh, no. Just misses the last one. I was going to say, I have so much respect for people that run for fun. I really wish that I could get myself to run for fun, but I will run if somebody is chasing me. Attempt number 2 goes for that inside tech again on that second precision. She's got to go straight for it. If she can lead out with one hand here. There it is. Gets her hands in. She's just got to climb these rings up to that dismount, and she gets it. All right, she is moving and grooving now. Great Gibbons through Ninja Strong has heart. Thank you to Ninja Strong for being one of our sponsors, bringing this heart obstacle as well as some prize money for our athletes. And Allie Shane is on to our Trust the Timing. Her favorite obstacle is cliffhangers and vertical limits. Her least favorite is moving with obstacles. Let's see if she gonna try to get it. That disc spins like crazy. As you can see, if I were her, I would take the drop here. You do get retries on these courses. Oh, she's got it though. Wow, she's got to be feeling dizzy. She loves cliffhangers and vertical limits, and she does not like moving with obstacles. This is a girl after my own heart. But I love how she's attacking this course, and she's stuck with it. She didn't let herself spin out there. Taking a backswing here. Allie's getting to that dismount and onto Now You See It. Going right away. This is definitely one that if you haven't done tech like this before, it could take a couple tries to get it under your belt. But Allie's proven me wrong. She's got it first try, no problem. Looking for that dismount now to the final obstacle. Making her way through. Allie is a seasoned competitor. She competed in Premier Series finals in 2024. She qualified to our finals our first season. She made it to stage 3 in season 9. Gets over. She's got to pop it back now. Gets to that dismount and a clear. Way to stick with it, Allie. Way not to give up when you are spinning out on those discs. That puts her in 6th place overall on our tech leaderboard and puts her in 5th place on our overall leaderboard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we are heading into our final course, we've still got an endurance course, a test of brute strength to go. Brayden's going to be sitting in 1st place coming into our last course, followed by Kirsten and then Spencer. We've got Elise sitting in 1st place for our kids, followed by Lennon and then Katie for our last course. It's still anyone's game, though. Anything can happen. Any scores can be combined in order to crown our champion. But I will say having those 2 first places definitely sets you up for success going into that endurance course. Run order will be staying the same across all of our courses. Right now, they're going to be setting some blocks for our next course. If you are wanting to host a WNA comp, we are having a season 2 starting in the fall of this year. We are looking for 5 gyms for qualifiers, 1 gym for final, 6 gyms total. We're trying to spread WNA across the country, so if you're interested, fill out an application. You can scan that QR code, or you can also go onto our website, our Instagram. You'll see our form there. Fill it out. Put your name in the hat. We will be closing applications in a few weeks and hopefully reaching out to gyms momentarily after that. If you didn't know, WNA Finals is a straight to World Ninja League special event qualifier. Big shout out to WNL for partnering with us in our first season championships. The top 3 athletes in every division will earn qualification to season 11 Worlds. The 4th through 6th place athletes will earn qualification to their respective home region regional championships, which are coming up in the next couple of months, which is actually crazy that we are already in regional season. Wild. Another shout out to NinjaWorks. NinjaWorks is the premier timing and competition system used daily in ninja gyms across the country. Timers, buzzers, lights, and cloud-based competition management. It's fully modular and expandable from birthday parties to pro-level competitions, trusted by pro ninjas and highly recommended by the Women's Ninja Association. We're really grateful for their work with us this whole season. And we have Renata with us out here as well. Made the trip out to Motus to be our NinjaWorks champion. You're over here running everything great. So big shout out to NinjaWorks and everything they've done for us this season.
That's the smoke, yeah. Oh no, that's my camera blower, but
Camera blower?
so instead of the
Yeah, it's so cool.
that'll just blow off dust and stuff.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh yeah, that is cool.
That's how you blow the smoke.
That's the ultimate gamer air right there.
Oh yeah.
You never have any chips in your keyboard with that.
All right, guys, we are going to be setting up boxes, mats, everything, making sure our girls can reach the endurance obstacles, make sure they feel safe and comfortable. Running 3 courses in one day is no joke. I'm sure these girls are feeling it, and they're gonna really test their grit and their strength here momentarily on our endurance course. We're gonna take a quick break, probably 10 minutes or so. The girls are gonna go through their rules for endurance, and then they're gonna hop on, and we're going to crown our very first ever WNA Kids and Mature Kids champion out here at Motus Ninjas. So go grab a snack, whatever you need to, but don't go too far because we will be back soon with our final course of the division. All right, guys, we are going to get started here shortly with our run order for our final course. If you guys are wanting to host a WNA qualifier or finals for season 2, scan that QR code, apply from your gym, and hopefully we can see you guys in our next season, looking to start in the fall of 2026 and end next spring in 2027 for our finals. Looking at our run order here, it is staying the same across all 3 of our courses, but we have new obstacles now as the ladies are going to be taking on this endurance course here. They're going to have 5 minutes on the clock. However, they only get 1 shot on every single obstacle. If they do fall on an obstacle, we are going to ask them to end their run there, exit the course. We know that they're already feeling tired after 2 courses they've already run. And we are off already with Miss Katie Shane as our first runner. She's making her way through on the final lap. It's going to take these rings all the way down. The goal of an endurance course is to pump these ladies out, test their endurance, their grip after they've already run 2 courses this weekend, and Katie's going to be the first one to try it out. We heard earlier that Katie loves laches, throwing to cliffhangers. There's going to be a lot of cliffhangers, as you can see in this course. She's on a route now. We call this our warm-up route. Those holds feel really nice. Kind of warm those fingers up, but you know her grip's got to be tired already. She's looking over for that dismount. She's got it. Katie loves to draw. She's inspired by her older sisters, Lizzie and Allie. Oh, also ninjas. Slides off those cannonballs. Those are very slippery cannonballs. Thank you so much to Katie for coming out, being part of WNA Finals, for only training for a year. You are looking fantastic, and we are looking forward to seeing you in season 2 of WNA at some of our qualifiers, and looking forward to see the strength that you build over the next year. Great job to Katie. Lennon is up now from M Lab on our endurance course. Training for 2 years. She says her least favorite obstacle is nunchucks. Her favorite is the fish. I don't know if that's like a specific M Lab obstacle, if they're talking about like the beetles from Worlds, because those are super fun. And they kind of look like fish too. She's making her way across the cliffhangers. Now remember, the goal of an endurance course, we were really testing the grit of these girls. You know, we're only expecting to have maybe 1 or 2 finishers on our endurance course. We're not looking to have, you know, everyone. We really want to see what these ladies have got. Lennon is on to the big cannonballs. Her grip check. Come on, Lennon. When I was testing those last night, they are kind of slippery, but she's got it. Great job. Take a breath as she walks through the dominoes. Moving on now to DGS Spin, another one of our amazing sponsors for this weekend. She's going to build her swing up and try to reach to those DGS fidget spinners. It is a very long pipe that she's having to build her swing up on, but she's got that first reach, spinning around, reaches out to that next one. She's got to build her swing up. We saw an obstacle similar to this at Crescent City, where they had rings on them. Reaching out, gets it in her hands. She's got to get this dismount, though. She's really got to get her swing all the way around. There she goes. Kick up a little bit more, Lennon. Lennon is inspired by her coach, Jen Sanders. Great job. And to Lennon, WNA is a place that makes her happy because she says it's fun to compete with just girls. All right, we're on the collider roll. A great reuse of an obstacle that we saw in Premier Series. She's got to roll it all the way around using those cliffhangers, making it move. And that is a heavy roller. She's almost there. She's got to make like one more move here. On that last one, don't give up, Lennon. The dismount's going to be right under her. She's got it. Great job, Miss Lennon. Now we're going to be going to Trust Your Olo. It's another one of our sponsors here. They're going to have to use their shoes on the wall to push up. Resets on the platform, that is okay. Getting a little bit of chalk as well. Also okay, she's got plenty of time on her clock. Lennon likes to sew, and she ran 4 miles last year. She did a 4-mile run. Again, impressive. Anyone that runs over a few feet is very impressive to me. All right, there's some rocks on the wall. It's kind of hard to see. She can get her feet on. She's got those T-grips here. Big reach out, trusting her grip there. Gets the dismount. Lennon's on to last grip standing with 1:45 on the clock. Lennon's looking strong out here. That cliffhanger is not the thickest hold. I will say that much, but she is making her way across lots of cliffhangers in this course. She's got to go from the end of that cliffhanger. There's a bogey that she can reach to. See how she goes. Reaching under, gets her hands on it. Wow. Lennon is showing us her grit out here on this course. She is not giving up, reaching. No, just slides off of that cone. Fantastic run from Miss Lennon. Thank you for making the trip from MLab, for supporting WNA and your coach, Jen. Wow. Very impressive, getting 7 obstacles on our endurance course and just sliding off of that 8th obstacle. Great job to Lennon. All right. We've got Elise, one of our taller athletes. Got to keep her legs up here on our final lap. Let's see what she's got, testing her strength and endurance on our final course for these kids. Pulling her way through. Gets that first point. Shout out there to Cal Tran, captured by Cal Tran on social media. Amazing photographer. He's already got some incredible shots of the ladies this weekend. Just got to stick this landing here onto grip check. Elise has been training for 2 years. Placed 6th place last year. Oh, we're in no man's land here. She's going to have to build a swing up. Great control. There it is. Building that swing up. She can either go back. Oh, just opens her hands and slides off. She got to that cannonball. She just didn't really have a lot of swing there. That's going to do it for Elise. That's going to put her in 2nd place on our endurance course. Her hands just slid open a little bit there. But overall, that's still going to have her in 1st place overall, Miss Elise, even with that 2nd place on the endurance course. Great job. That's going to make Miss Elise Hamilton is the very first WNA Kids champion at our first ever season finals. Great job to all 3 of our kids females that made their way out here to Katie, Lennon, and Elise. We appreciate you more than you know, your families, for getting you guys out here to be part of season 1. We could not have the Women's Ninja Association without having participants and female athletes. So thank you to all 3 of you guys. Big shout out to Elise, our kids division champion for season 1. our mature kids. We're just getting a couple platforms set for them, making sure everything's ready to go for our mature kids. And then our 8 athletes are going to be taking on this last course to crown who is going to be the mature kids season 1 champion. If you're watching at home and you're a ninja or you or like to watch ninja, what is your favorite course to train and participate in? And what is your favorite course to watch? Because for me, my favorite course to train and do is endurance, but my favorite course to watch is probably speed. So it changes based on, what if I'm doing it or if I'm watching somebody else do it.
Because you guys are just in the background. Look on the back of the scoreboard. You're up there.
You're going to see a handful of our sponsors in these obstacle names. We've got the DGS Spin with those fidget spinners. We've got Trust Your Olos. They got to use their ninja shoes on the wall, trusting their grip. And if they have Olos, then their feet probably aren't going to slip on that wall. And then our last obstacle there, you see we've got full clear. If you hit that buzzer and if you are able to clear this endurance course, you have earned that full clear, sponsored by Full Clear Performance. Thank you to everyone who is sponsored the WNA for our first season finals, to the World Ninja League for allowing this to be a special event qualifier. Top 3 ladies will be qualifying straight to WNL Worlds, to Ninja Works for keeping our timing up to date, our obstacle list, making our live stream look super professional with the obstacle names and everything in between. Thank you again to Ninja Strong, DGS, Full Clear Performance, and Olo as well for believing in the WNA, being part of our first season. This is my favorite part of the weekend. We call this Math with Megan, where I try to figure out how these girls place and what it will affect their placement. Oh, we've got a little DGS heart out there. We love it. We joke at every qualifier. There's a meme out there somewhere of a lady that's like staring into space and there's a bunch of mathematical equations going around her head. That's how I feel when I try to figure out, if this person places this and this combined place, then they could be here. But I will say I think Brayden is sitting very nicely right now with that 2 place total, with Kirsten and Spencer and Brianna all having 7. I think Brayden has set herself up very nicely for the endurance course to try to earn that championship. But this is Ninja. We know anything can happen at any time to any athlete, and I'm excited to watch these ladies shine.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
All right, Charlie Marie is going to be our first mature kids endurance runner here at the WNA finals. Charlie is making her way through. You see we have a change there for our mature kids. They're going to have to use those claws in the rings to make their way across. She's got it, no problem. Moving on to the warm-up route. I know that Coach Terry at Crescent City has been working hard with his girls on cliffhangers. Shout out to Crescent City for hosting one of our qualifiers and bringing out so many athletes to our finals here at Motus Ninjas.
So, yep, reach, pull back.
All right, grip check.
Reach, pull back.
Nice.
Reach.
She's go. There it is. Great job to Charlie Marie. You can see her on Instagram at charchar01200120. Training for 3 years.
You're fine.
Non-competitive cheerleader outside of
Up more on the
Ninja.
front swing. Tuck more on the back swing. Kick. Good.
Her favorite obstacle is skyhook, which she kind of almost got to do a little version of in the tech course.
Good. Kick.
Her least favorite obstacle is cliffhangers. I'm very sorry to tell you, Charlie Marie, there are a lot of cliffhangers in this course. But you crushed the first part. We're on our DGS spin here. She's got to get that dismount platform. No problem for Charlie Marie. Moving on to her least favorite obstacle, the collider roll. There are a lot of cliffhangers. You got to move that really heavy roll. You saw this obstacle used in Premier Series as the salmon roll. And now we are reusing it in a really fun way. She's looking strong out there, though. Look at how easily she's making that kaleidoscope roll.
Keep it moving, Char.
Oh, come on, Charlie Marie.
Put
She's
both
got to
hands
get
on the little
one more move here. She's got to get her hands in that last cliffhanger.
Come on, get it up. That.
No, and just slides off the cliff. Great run, though, out of Charlie Marie.
Oh, never mind.
She did say cliffhangers were her least favorite obstacle. Before she goes, she's inspired by female athletes, Coach Tara and Coach Lisa, who we're going to see run later. Thank you to Charlie Marie for being here this weekend, being part of WNA Finals, and being part of Women Empowering Women at the WNA. Lagatha is up next.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Lagatha out of max effort. This is her third year competing in women's comps. She's looking nice and confident out there. She loves listening to the Beatles, especially on road trips. They tend to do a lot of road trips. Their family vacations are around ninja gyms that they want to visit. She's learning to play the ukulele. She loves to read, participate in reading challenges throughout the year as well. Well-rounded student and well-rounded athlete. Lagatha's making her way. She does have to stick this landing here. Just to make sure she has it. Great turnaround there.
Yep. And
On to grip check. She said it's too hard to choose which female athlete specifically inspires her. She's inspired by everybody, but she says that Jessie Graff is the one who inspired her to start ninja in the first place. Jessie Graff is very inspirational to a lot of us in the ninja community.
There you go. Big tuck. And reach. Yep.
Reaching her hand out
Direction.
to the DGS spin.
Yep.
Just got to swing around. Great control, body awareness there on that spin.
And around.
Lagatha wants to give a special shout out to all her friends, family, and coaches throughout the years with their support. And a big shout out to her mom and dad for always supporting her in the competition she wants to do and creating amazing memories in ninja.
Ready? When you're ready.
Eyeing
you got
up
this.
that collider roll.
Yep, jump
She's
up
going to
it,
have to
up
jump,
it.
I think, up to that first
Got
one.
that jump. You can get there. Jump and grab them both. Yep.
Great jump.
Here we go. Ready?
All right. Just slow and steady here. If you can keep a nice pace,
Yeah,
keep
slide
those
up.
hands
Again.
moving. Don't
Again.
stop.
Right away. Yep. And again.
So
Yep.
you can reach out.
Yep.
She's
Pull down,
looking
pull down,
great
pull that
here.
right hand. Yep. Pull down again. Pull
For
down.
Lagatha,
You
the
got this.
WNA is
Come on,
special
Jim,
because
fight.
it's a competition for
Big
just
pull.
girls.
Big
The
pull down
obstacles
with
are
the right
always
hand.
fun and
Yep,
challenging
next
for
grip.
each age group.
Pull,
She's excited to see our league continue to grow and have more events in the future. Thank you so much to Lagatha and family for your support in all of our female comps. Just needs the dismount. No! Comes up just short, misses 1 foot. Oh, that hurts. When you do all of that hard work on the obstacle and just miss that dismount. Thank you so much, though, to Lagatha and your family for always supporting us at WNA. Great job. It's going to put her in 2nd place on endurance. Great work to Lagatha. I know we'll see you in future WNA comps. I have no doubt about it. Excited to watch you grow. We've got Mabel Ruby. Mabel is from MLab, Ohio. Jen is her coach. Swinging her way through. Mabel's our one that does pull-ups every time she passes a pull-up bar at home. So we know that her strength and conditioning got to be great. Decides to drop the claw and just go for the dismount. Smart move there by Mabel, making her way across the warm-up route. To Mabel, WNA means hanging out with her friends from other gyms and running courses that are doable for girls, but also learning new skills in a positive setting. It's fun to meet new girls from other gyms, Mabel says. We're so glad that she's out here for finals, testing her grip here on the grip check, making her way through. Taking a breath. Stepping through those dominoes. Great job. Mabel loves her puppies. She wants to say hi to Archie and Sunny, her puppies. If you are watching from home, puppies, Mabel is doing a great job out here on this endurance course, making her way across the DGS spin. Some other facts about Mabel. She placed 4th in her weight class in the Central Ohio Girls Youth Wrestling Championships. Dang. She could probably take me down. She is a Weebelo, I really hope I said that right, in Cub Scouts. She loves hanging by the pool and early daytime movies. 9 a.m. popcorn and lemonade. Okay, Mabel, I might have to try that sometime. Early morning movies. Mabel is making her way through the collider roll. She just needs that dismount. Yes, and she's able to pull forward through it. Great job, Mabel, shaking her hands out. Moving on to trust your Olos. There are rock holds that you can put your feet on when you get to the end of that slider, but she's not going to use it. Pulling over to the dismount. 2 obstacles left, 2:45 on the clock. She loves canes, rings, and linking laches, and she is inspired by Taylor Green, another very inspirational female athlete in the ninja community. Taking some rest. She's got plenty of time. We got the chalk and the water out there. Anytime I do a stage 3 course, I want my water with me too. My mouth gets so dry on long courses like this. Looking great on the small cliffhanger ledges, reaching around to that first bogey. All right.
Just like that. Keep it up.
Matching on the cones, skipping one of the cones.
Oh, go back.
Hold
go back,
tight,
touch
come
it.
on, Mabel. Smart. Oh, I think maybe they had to use all of them because she did go back and touch it. Now she can move forward. All right, we're on the last obstacle of our endurance course. Full Clear, sponsored by Full Clear Performance.
140. Oh, 140. I just looked at that.
Hopefully she had some of her honey sticks from her goodie bag before getting onto this endurance course so she can be powered by Full Clear. This is a great obstacle set up by Donovan. He worked really hard on this, building it yesterday.
Or you can just jump up to it.
They've got to use the PVC pipe.
You can always reset.
She's going to have to go mixed grip. I'm not sure her plan here.
That PVC's out there.
She's either going to have to jump to the PVC or she's going to have to use the first bar to pop to the PVC here. She's got to get her other hand around the other side. There she goes. Slide it down. Then she's going to have to, once she gets to the end, there's a stopper. She's going to have to swing and throw over to that bar. I don't know how she's holding on to this right now. Now these trapeze bars do spin, so she's gonna go for that mixed grip. She's just gotta get one more here. One more move between Mabel and a full clear. No! Her hands give out on the final move of the endurance course. Oh, you know she is feeling it out here. Incredible endurance run by Miss Mabel. That's going to put her in first place on endurance and second place overall as we are going now into our next runner, which is Brianna. Brianna making light work out of our first obstacle here. 9 years old, trains at the Grit Ninja in Pleasantville, New York. Find her on social media as Killa_B_Ninja, training for 3 years in Ninja. One fun fact about Brianna is that she can do a lache, which is the same distance as she is years old. She can do a 9-foot lache, which is crazy. She won WNL Season 10 Northeast All-Stars. She came in 4th in Premier Series Finals here at Motus earlier this season. And she can do 7 pull-ups on the VL. So we know that she's got some crazy grip strength we're going to see on this endurance course. Brianna loves cliffhangers and boot scoot, so she's going to feel right at home on this next obstacle. Our Kaleido roll. All cliffhangers, all grip. Brianna says she is inspired by Megan Moore, her sister, who we're going to see tomorrow in our preteen division. And that WNA for her is just a safe place where she gets to hang out with the girls. Making her way through. Just eyeing up that dismount. She's got to get on that last cliffhanger before she can dismount. Pulls forward, gets it, no problem. 310 on to Trust Your Olos. She can use those rock holds for her feet. Standing up, getting a good grip. Just got to reach out. Swinging over, 253. Last grip standing. Brianna says that she loves Ninja. She's very competitive. And she says she's sure that her grandma is watching. So hi to grandma as Brianna is on the course. Going through our cones. She wants to be a child actress. She has an Aussie doodle named Brandy. So hi to Brandy as well if you're watching from home. And Brianna is already on full clear.
You have that bar to help you get to the PVC, but no black tape.
The final obstacle. She has plenty of rest time if she wants to take it. But she seems to be an endurance athlete, and I think she wants to set a really good pace for the other ladies to have to follow to catch up to her. Good match on that PVC. She's got to slide it down. Once it hits a stopper, she can lache over to the other side. But it looks like she's not. Oh, there we go. Looks like she was just going to go straight to the trapeze. But her sister reminded her to go over to the bar there, which is going to be easier because then she can reach out. These trapeze bars do spin, though, so she's going to want to go with that mixed grip. Let's see if she's going to try to skip the last one. Nope, she does a lache. Just needs the dismount. Full clear from Miss Brianna Moore. Sponsored by Full Clear Performance. Great work. Wow, way to fight through this hard, pumpy endurance course with a full clear. Our first one of the weekend on endurance. Great job to Brianna. Kirsten is our next runner. Coming from Steel City Ninja, training for a year and a half in Ninja, and also is a rock climber. So hopefully we can see that rock climbing grip tested here on our endurance course. She made stage 3 on her first ever WNO Worlds, and now she's on stage 3, our endurance course at WNA Finals. Making her way across the warm-up route, warming those fingers, those grip up, shaking it out as she gets to grip check. I think cannonballs are one of those obstacles where we don't really train very often, and they can definitely surprise you in a course. Stepping across, not even time to take a breath on that obstacle, onto GGS spin. Kirsten has been involved in Girl Scouts since she was in kindergarten. Now she's 10, wow. And she is inspired most by her fellow Steel City elite women, Savannah and Ashlyn. So shout out if you guys are watching.
All the way
Shaking
down,
it
every
out,
cliff.
eyeing up those cliffhangers.
Nice and smooth. Smooth as fast.
I will say that Steel City Ninja puts out some very strong grip and endurance athletes, and we are seeing that out of Kirsten. That was probably the fastest we've seen anybody get through that obstacle. She's on and off of there onto Trust Your Olos. For Kirsten, WNA means to her it's just an awesome way for girls to come together and do what they love. And that is what it's about at the Women's Ninja Association. And Kirsten also loves to sing. We should duet sometime, Kirsten. Just gotta reach out. She doesn't even look like she is tired on this course right now. Swinging through one arm on some of these cones.
Last cone, right to the platform.
Going right away into the next obstacle. She is flying through this endurance course.
Nope, no trouble. You're good. Okay, use that crossbar. Right
Let's see how she approaches the spinning PVC.
Nice.
Great work building that swing up. She's got to throw across now over to that bar. Again, she does not even look like she's breaking a sweat out here. It's that rock climber in her. All right, we're going to have to switch grip this last trapeze bar here. Gets it. Just needs the dismount, taking an extra swing to make sure she's there. And another full clear from Miss Kirsten. That's going to put her in first place overall with a 2-minute and 55, or an endurance overall. And actually first place right now overall on our leaderboard. Wow. 2 full clears back to back. They're definitely putting the pressure on our last 3 athletes here as we crown our first champion and we figure out who our top 3 taking those straight to world qualifying spots are going to be. And Spencer is up now, 10 years old, coming out of Iron Sports. Making her way across. She's a competitive swimmer outside of ninja. She loves trapeze laches and she does not love nunchucks. I don't know that there's an athlete out there that loves nunchucks. One fun fact about Spencer is that she's gotten first place in a swim meet before. And she also qualified for WNO World Finals for the first time last season in 2025. Great job. Outside of sports, Spencer loves to draw anime characters and make paper squishies. I'm not sure what a paper squishy is, but I really think that I'm going to need one of those from Spencer, because that sounds awesome. Going across the DGS spin. Shout out to DGS for being one of our sponsors. Spots that landing. Moving over to Collider Roll. For Spencer, WNA means a place that she can feel more confident as an athlete, being surrounded by strong female competitors. Making her way across. And she is inspired by Isabella Folsom. Another incredibly strong endurance athlete to be inspired by. She's channeling her inner Isabella here on the collider roll, looking for that dismount, trying to make sure her hands don't slip, and she's got it.
Yes, awesome.
Another one of our sponsors, Trust Your Olos. Thank you to Olos for sponsoring Season 1 finals here at WNA.
Push against the wall. Good.
Reaching out. No, just misses her hand. Her feet slipped. I think we're going to have to get Spencer some Olos for that. Great run, though, from Spencer, making it deep into our endurance course, putting her in 4th place on endurance and 4th place overall with 2 runners left to go.
Come on, Brad.
Bravery's up next. That combination is her and her younger sister Avery, who we saw run at Crescent City. Braden Gussack taking on the endurance course. She's got a lot of swing here on these claws. There we go, calming it down a little bit. Swinging her way across. Braden is 11. She's been training ninja for 5 years. She trains in South Florida with myself and Coach Flip Rodriguez. She placed all grip for girls in the mature kids last year at 2025 WNL Worlds. So we know she's got some good grip out here.
Good. Keep your momentum more.
She's testing that grip check here. Taking a breath across the dominoes. On now to DGS spin.
And you could have reached on that one. Ooh, you got reach.
Outside of ninja, Braden is in many bands. She sings, she plays drums, she plays guitar and bass, she plays piano, and she sang the national anthem at an FAU girls basketball game. A girl of many talents.
On your front kick, ready and push.
Yep.
And reach.
Great job. She just needs the dismount now, riding that last one around onto collider roll.
So remember, you got to use the first one to get up there by the tape. Okay?
For Braden, WNA means creating a space where women can shine, push their limits, and support one another every step of the way.
Yes.
And Braden has been shining here this weekend.
Roll. Yep, you got it. I need it to roll.
Being Braden's coach, this is a version of her that I have not seen, and I love that she is just giving it her all out here on these
Remember,
courses
get
this
good
weekend.
hands on. Get good hands on.
Trusting her
Right hand
Olos,
first, turn it. Good, right hand
although I
first.
think she has New Balances on. Trust your New Balances.
Push off the ball.
Sliding her way across to that dismount. 3 minutes on the clock, last grip standing. Braden is inspired by Haven Chismar, one of her training partners we're going to see in preteen. She also says Megan Budway as well, so that's very sweet. Thank you so much to Braden for allowing me the ability to
Good. There you go.
inspire you as a coach and a ninja.
You're going a little bit funky. Breathe.
It's like getting her way through. Come on, Braden, pull to that dismount. There it is.
Breathe.
One obstacle left between Braden and a full clear. Hopefully she had some of Haven's honey sticks and she can get that full clear here.
Over it. You want your wrists on top. Wrists on top. Up. Yep.
She's got to trust it. There it is.
Throw.
Sliding down. She's going to have to make a lâché across now. You know she's got to be feeling it out here.
Backhand. It spins. Turn your hand. That's it. Pull
There's
back.
a good reminder those trapeze
Switch
bars
grip on
do
the catch.
spin. She's
Switch
going to
grip.
want to have to switch grip.
Good. Go.
Skips the last one. Gets the full clear. Full clear performance. 2 minutes and 55-second full clear. Putting her in first place by like milliseconds in endurance, which puts her in first place overall with 1 runner left. Holy wow! An amazing job, Braden. Hopefully you can go eat those full clear performance honey sticks after receiving 3 full clears here at Women's Ninja Finals. And we're on our last runner of the Mature Kids division. We've got Miss Allie Shane. You can find her on Instagram at Allie_Lats. Training for 3.5 years out of Maximum Effort Training Studio in New York. Skips that last one, reaching out to warm-up route. She loves cliffhangers and vertical limits, So hopefully she's going to feel right at home here on an endurance grip intensive course. Someone just yelled that they're slippery. They are indeed. Those cannonballs are very slippery. I found that out when I was testing the courses last night. But she makes it look easy. She also plays the French horn, and she's going to start playing percussion. Yes, girl. This girl after my own heart right here. Likes cliffhangers, plays instruments, and she is swinging over to the DGS fidget spinner here on obstacle 5.
Yep, change your direction. Ride it around. Reach.
Allie is inspired by Nora Brown, John, Addie Herman, Tej, and Charlotte Barrett. Wow, that is a powerhouse of ladies to be inspired by. I might have to agree with you on that one, Allie. They inspire me watching them run. And Allie is on to our Kaleido roll. She loves, look at those lock-offs. She definitely likes cliffhangers.
Pull it down.
She's looking strong, just needs the dismount.
Sit and through it.
Pulls through, great work, Miss Allie.
Come on, Allie.
To Allie, WNA means being surrounded by strong female ninjas. And Allie, you are certainly one of those ninjas to add to the list as you are killing it out here on endurance. Just needs that dismount. I think this might be our fastest time to this point. 3:04 on the clock.
Big one in the back. When you get to it, yep.
Allie wants to say thank you to her friends and family who are watching and cheering for her back in New York.
There you go.
And thank you to you, Allie, and your sister for making the trip all the way out here to Motus in Missouri for our finals.
Come on. Get that last cone.
Using that last cone, making sure she's got that dismount. 2:37 on the clock. Getting a little bit of chalk. I don't know that you really want a lot of chalk for a PVC obstacle.
Over grip.
But
No, you can't. Over grip. Just over grip. Over grip.
let's see. Someone's telling her to over grip. She can throw out to it if she wants to. Pushing it a little bit further. She's going to lâcher out to it. Yes, Allie. Great tech on there. Sliding it down. Great work. All right. We just need these lâchers here to get over to that buzzer. Great switch grip. Needs to pull, dismount, and a full clear from Miss Allie Shane. Putting her in 3rd place on endurance. And if we look at our overall leaderboard, that's going to put her in 4th place overall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it. Our first ever championships, season 1 of the Women's Ninja Association. Wow, I cannot believe that we are here. Just started with competitions back at Obstacle Ninja Academy. Grew into a full league thanks to Jen for believing in the WNA and being part of this season with me. Let's look at our leaderboard here. So that means that Elise is going to be our kids female division champion, followed by Lennon and Katie are going to be on our podiums, taking those straight to world spots. For mature kids, we're going to have Miss Braden is going to be our champion, sweeping the board with 1st place in every single course, followed by Kirsten and then Brianna are going to be taking those podium spots, our top 3 worlds qualifying. If any of our ladies are already worlds qualified, which I know Braden is, it will be bumping down to the next person on the list until we can get 3 ladies from every division qualified for WNA finals. If you guys are wanting to host a qualifier or finals for season 2 of WNA, you can head over, scan that QR code, go to our website, apply to host. We're going to start in the fall of 2026. And another big shout out to all of our sponsors and everyone who has made this season possible. We could not do this without you. We could not do this without people out here competing, families, coaches, gyms, hosting, everybody. This would not be possible. We could not do this alone. So thank you so much for your belief in Women's Ninja Association. And we are going to head over now and do our awards for our ladies.
We have open gym later.
Oh, what time's open gym tonight?
If you guys are sticking around, we do have open gym from 5:30 to 7:30, so you can come back and try all the obstacles. We are going to prep for the next division after this, but there's a 2-hour open gym later tonight.
And it's free for competitors. Anyone else, there's a cost, but competitors, that's your redemption time.
If you're competing tomorrow, though, you don't get to go over
Yes.
there, so sorry.
Your redemption time will be...
Moms, if you want to do some open gym, dads.
That's tomorrow. They can't do it today.
Yeah, there's ladies only tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's ladies only. Moms.
There you go.
Dads can be in the gym.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get our podiums up here and everything, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart and Jim's heart, thank you for being here. Like, we could not have done this a year ago. We were sitting in M-Lab and Jim's like, why is this not a league? And I was like, I don't think I can do it by myself. And she's like, yeah, I got you. Let's do it. And here we are at Motus a year later for our season 1 finals. Big shout out to Motus, to TA, to Donovan, Nam, to Cal for capturing amazing moments. Seriously, it's a big undertaking, and we know like they were up for the challenge. They've got the space for it, so thank you. Anything you want to say?
If you want your gym to host a qualifier next year, applications are open, so we'll be reviewing them. We are going to put a deadline on it. There's no deadline right now.
Probably like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks, but have them submit. Let them know that you want to host one, and then we'll be picking 5 gyms this year, or this coming season.
5 qualifiers and 1 finals.
Yep.
So we're trying to spread it a little more from the East Coast further into the country next year as well. Big to our sponsors for our top 3 ladies are going to be going to WNL Worlds this year. So thank you to WNL for sponsoring us. And we're going to get started on our awards. All right, we're going to start with our kids division. In 3rd place, we got Miss Katie. In 2nd place, we got Leonard. And our first ever kids division champion of the WNA is going to be Ali. I was going to say I'm going to get a picture, but Cal's got it. Awesome job, ladies. Good job. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. All right, and our mature kids division. Like I said, top 3. If you are already worlds qualified, it will just bump down and bump down and bump down. So we're going to get 3 girls to worlds, essentially. So in 3rd place today, we've got Brianna. Good job. In 2nd place, Kirsten. And sweeping all 3 today, we've got Miss Breda. Brayden, she's trying to fist bump you. Oh, sorry. Yep, good job. Thank you, parents, coaches, competitors. We could not have a WNA without you guys being here to support us. So Big shout out also to Renata, who's here for Ninja Works to help us out today. We are going to set up for adults and masters. If you guys want to help us test anything, you are welcome to.
Yes.
Otherwise, we have our open gym at 5:30 tonight. That'll be your redemption time. And yeah.
I hope that next year that there's a double amount of girls in here too.
Yeah.
It's the first season. We're a small group, but I appreciate you guys being here. Tell your girls from the gym. This is supposed to be a beginner level to anyone that's been competing in ninja for a long time. This shouldn't be a scary thing to compete in. This is should be the most welcoming community. So get everybody to compete next year so we can have a huge season.
We learned a lot this year too, so we're gonna take what we've learned, bring it into next season as well. So thank you guys!
Megan!
We have to change the course.
Yeah, just hang in this area.
If you guys are hanging out, perfect, but we got to change over for a little bit, so hang out.